Hi, Libra. Welcome to your July love and romance forecast. We're going to connect and see what's coming up for our Libra friends, Libra sun, moon, and rising in the area of love and romance for the month of July. If you are not a Libra and you're just being sneaky and you're just watching to see what's going on with a Libra in your life, you're more than welcome to hang around and watch. We all kind of do it. We've all kind of done it. But do know this, my darlings. I have a specific series for cross-watching for if you're curious about a sign and you're watching somebody else's sign. So after this video, if you want to go to the link in the description and watch the cross-watching video for Libra, by all means, feel free to do so. And if you're a Libra and you want to cross-watch about somebody else, check out that link as well. We're going to see what is coming up for Libras in love. Libras in love in July. Alrighty. I love this deck. The artwork on this deck is absolutely gorgeous. And after we get your messages from this deck, I'm going to pull a soulmate card for you. A message from your soulmate from a different deck. So stick around for that. Alright, so we've got 7 of Pentacles coming up, Libra, for you. As kind of the foundation in July of your love energy. 7 of Pentacles is a card of a lot of hard work. And sometimes with 7 of Pentacles, we're getting frustrated. We're getting a little bit annoyed because it's like, man, I'm putting all this work in. I'm working really hard, but maybe you're not seeing the fruit, you know, immediately. Or it's taken a long time for those plants or those crops to grow. It can be sometimes a little bit of a frustrating energy. So when 7 of Pentacles comes up, it comes up to remind us that things take time. Love takes time. Things take time. You know, it's not always where we can just kind of, you know, click our fingers and make something happen. So some of you maybe are trying to have somebody give you a second chance, or you're trying to win somebody over, or you're really working hard to meet the right person, or you're trying to make a relationship be successful, and you're feeling like, man, this is a lot of work. And so when 7 of Pentacles comes up, it's just basically saying, you know, you need to give yourself time. You need to allow things to happen and allow things to grow. You know, love is an emotion, and emotions are things that need to grow. Aries had a very similar message in their reading. So some of you may also be dealing with an Aries. You know, you might have like a very similar energy, or you may have Aries in your moon or in your rising. Not necessarily. I'm simply saying because it came up for them very, very similar. So, you know, the example I always give with 7 of Pentacles is you might be really, really hungry, and you decide you're dying for like a nice chicken dinner, and you go and you get the best quality, you know, freshest ingredients, the freshest chicken. You use like really great spices and herbs, and you make everything really perfect, and you chop up all your vegetables and you put everything in the oven, and you decide, you know what, I can't wait, I'm hungry, I want to eat fast. So you go ahead and you turn up the oven full blast. You go ahead and you put it all the way to the highest max heat. Anybody who knows anything about cooking can tell you that's not going to work, because you're going to set off the fire alarm probably. But what you're going to have happen is you're going to have chicken that is burnt on the outside and raw on the inside. It's not going to cook all the way through. It's going to burn outside and be raw inside, and you're not going to be able to eat it. And all that hard work that you put into is going to go to waste because you went overkill and you killed it. So that's the message I kind of feel with 7 of Pentacles, is you just do the work and give it time. Find something in the meantime to keep your mind busy so that you're not going nuts. You're not making yourself, you know, crazy, right? Like if you put that chicken in the oven, go ahead and, you know, read a book, play with your kids, you know, paint, I don't know, listen to music, watch some TV, do some research on the computer, you know, whatever it is, just find something to do while you're waiting for that to cook. And Seven of Pentacles is a similar energy. You need to take a break. You need to find something else to do, something else to work on as the time passes so that the things can grow. Okay? Next, we have Six of Pentacles. Now, you have a lot of Pentacle cards coming up, Libra, in your reading. So, some of you might have financial factors that are influencing your love life. Maybe you're wanting to be in a committed relationship, or you're wanting to move or travel to see someone, or you're wanting to get married or plan for a wedding or have a child or whatever it might be, and you might feel like your finances aren't quite where you want them to be just yet. Six of Pentacles is promising because it tells us that there's going to be some financial breakthrough happening, a receiving of money, balancing out our resources, getting out of debt, coming into energy of being able to save and plan for the future. But when I see Six of Pentacles come up in a love reading, for me, it's letting me know that you're finally manifesting a fair give and take energy. A fair give and take energy. So if you're in a situation where you're trying to win somebody over, or you're trying to get somebody back, this is telling us that this give and take energy is going to be key here, right? That, you need to have this even flow. Like, you give and you receive, you give and you receive, and you keep that energy going, then the relationship can function. But if it's one-sided, if you're just giving and giving and giving and you're not getting anything back, that relationship's not going to work. So you're opening up to this flow. You've been really working hard, you've been busting your back, and now it's time to receive. Now it's time to open up, okay? Or this is the way your partner might be feeling. Your partner might be feeling like they've been giving a lot and it's time for them to receive. So sometimes the roles can be reversed. These are general readings. But overall, this is coming into a healthier vibration in terms of love, okay? Being able to give, being able to have that give and take to make the relationship work. Now, we've got Knight of Wands coming up. And Knight of Wands is a very fiery energy. It's a lot of passion, okay? So there could be a rebirth of passion in your relationship. It could be for some of you. Now, sometimes I see Knight of Wands in a love reading and I'm like, oh, okay, here we have this somebody who's rushing in really hot, really fast, and there's always the joke about the Knight of Wands. He's here for a good time, but he's not here for a long time. He might be somebody who comes and goes. So maybe, Libra, you're really focused on your finances, and somebody might be coming in and seeing you as, oh, this person's really busy. They're not going to be too clingy. I think they're kind of hot. They might be trying to get in here and like hook up with you. There could be some kind of energy like that, and then they might kind of feel like they're going to pull away. Sometimes that can happen with Knight of Wands, but intuitively, energetically, I'm feeling Knight of Wands in a different way for you, Libra. I'm feeling Knight of Wands in the way for you where time is of the essence and a decision needs to be made. This feels like do or die, make it or break it, ultimatum kind of energy. I'm not a huge fan of ultimatums because anytime you give somebody an ultimatum, a lot of the times it backfires. And then the person's like, okay, forget it, then bye, whatever. But for some of you, it could be happening in the way, Libra, where a decision needs to be made. A decision needs to be made, and you might be called to the mat. I'm hearing called to the mat. You might be in a situation where you're being called to prove yourself. Okay, you might feel it's unfair in some way because you might feel like, hey, I've already done a lot in this relationship, or I've already done a lot to prove myself. And so there's this energy or this situation of somebody wanting to know where you stand, how you feel, and what you're going to do about it. If you're single and there's nobody in your life, right, Mercury retrograde could very well be bringing this Knight of Wands back into your life, a blast from the past. And, this person might be giving you an ultimatum. They might be like, look, like, we're going to do this, or you're never going to hear from me again. Somebody can be coming in with very fierce energy in that way. I'm not a fan of that kind of energy. I would be more like, you know what? If you're not going to give me time to figure out how I feel, then this isn't going to work, right? Never do anything that you're feeling pressured to do, okay? Never, you know, never do anything where you're feeling pressure to do something. But I just do feel that this energy is coming in for you, Libra, where you're feeling like your love life, for some reason, things are happening fast, or things are changing fast, or somebody new is coming up out of nowhere. Like you may have been really busy with work, and all of a sudden you have this really strong, fiery connection with this stranger who just kind of appeared. We'll see what the other cards have to say and how things are gonna like move along. You know, but there's definitely very strong physical connection or chemistry with the Knight of Wands. Yep. And now we have Ace of Wands. Somebody's getting freaky. This is a lot of passion. This is a lot of attraction. This is a lot of energy. I do feel that for those of you who've been trying to win somebody over, and you've been feeling like they've been locking you out, or they've been like not, you know, letting you in, then there's forgiveness that's happening in the terms of like, you know, kissing and making up, you know, getting back into the bedroom. Maybe you were locked out of the bedroom, you know, so there's some connection happening in that way. And for other ones of you, this is just a new person coming in, but it's very passionate. It's like this, you know, this very fiery energy, this very strong physical connection. This is lover energy. Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands. This feels to me like a lover, like lovers. So maybe this isn't like somebody who you right now at least are thinking about walking down the aisle with, but you know, just someone that you have a very strong soul connection with, a very strong passion with. I'm hearing the word confidant. You know, it's not necessarily like hit it and quit it. It's not necessarily like friends with benefits. Like lovers, like this is somebody that maybe you're meeting with in secret, and you know, you guys are talking and you guys are in communication, and you're telling each other about your feelings and your plans, and you guys are like there for each other, but it might not be like an actual official relationship that other people know about, or that, you know, you're not like going around and advertising it to other people. But even if it's a relationship where like people know you all are together, or people know that you're dating, I can tell you from what this feels like, the primary connection here is you guys have a very strong physical connection with one another. Oh my goodness. And here we are, the Hierophant, another major arcana card. So significant crossroads. So this passion is leading way into commitment, okay, into something more stable. You know, and commitment's going to look like different things for different people. All right, so you need to keep this in mind as well. But traditionally, the Hierophant would be a traditional commitment where we're talking about a ring on the finger. We're talking about a marriage. So if Libra, you are not looking for that to happen, and you want to avoid that to happen, it might be a good idea for you not to give into this passion. Because if you're in the mindset of like, well, I just really want to experience this person, but I don't want to make a life with them, something is happening. Either feelings are happening, somebody's catching feelings. There could be something happening where all of a sudden somebody's pregnant, and then you're like, okay, well, I guess we're getting married, you know. But there just could something be happening where you're coming into a commitment with this person. It's transitioning from the passion into the commitment stage. I think that's a beautiful thing, but there's some people that they don't want that. So you need to tell yourself, or you need to realize that, you know, this is not a situation that you're going to be able to really back out of easily. So if you don't want to follow through with it, don't start it. You get what I'm saying? I hope you get what I'm saying. Let's see what your message is from your soulmate. And you guys also might want to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some months they may resonate more or give you a little bit of extra tidbits of information. But we're going to see what is coming up. And again, if you want info on the decks, the links to the decks are in the description as well. We're going to see. Each one of these cards has a message on the back, like a love message. But I like to start off by looking at the photo on the card to get a feel for like the energy of it. So here we have this. This one's kind of hard to make out, huh? Is it a flower? Let me take a look closer out of the camera. Excuse me. This one's interesting. Oh, I see it. It's upside down. Okay, awesome. I had it upside down. So now it's clear. There's these two figures and they're together, and one is in very plain colors, one is in very bright colors. So I feel that this might be the kind of relationship where one person is giving a lot and the other person is shining, or being able to stand out. So this could be a relationship in which opposites attract. This could definitely be an opposites attract kind of situation, or just somebody who's very nurturing, very balanced, and maybe allowing this person to rest and recharge and recuperate, and then go and face the world and be their showy selves. This person might not like to be out in front of everybody, right? But again, what did I say? I felt like this was a connection where maybe not a lot of people know about you guys being together. So it even feels like they're hidden. And I told you it's not like a hit it or quit it thing. It's not like a friends with benefits, because like there's love here. There's genuine love here. Like there's just like just melting into her here. So there's this feeling of comfort. There's this feeling of bonding. There's this feeling of like, very, very emotional and physical intimacy, although it seems like it's in a hidden away place. The message is, if you never have a broken heart, you'll never truly learn to love. Libra, you might be like, I don't like that message. Get out of here with that. Well, I feel like what your soulmate is saying is like, look, I've been hurt. I've been scared. I've been running away. But now I know that these experiences have to happen to experience love, and that sometimes things happen in a situation where we might hurt each other. You might hurt me, I might hurt you, but that happens because the love is there, right? Like nobody hurts us more than the people that we love sometimes. And so I feel like your soulmate's ready to take a risk, ready to take a chance. They might be hidden in the connection for that reason. It's maybe like they don't want to look stupid if things don't work out. So people aren't going to say, oh, well, what happened with so-and-so, Libra? Or vice versa. Or like, what happened to Libra so-and-so? And so they might just kind of be in this energy where they're like, they don't want to jinx it. They want to take the chance. They want to connect, but they also want to be cautious about it. They want to just kind of, not be out in the open about it with everybody. So I would definitely check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because it might add a little extra information. And guys, check out, you might need a private reading. So there's the link in Calendly to schedule a private reading if you would like to do that. I really, really recommend that you watch your weekly forecasts too, you guys. I know that it's human nature that we want love, we want romance. It's understandable, right? We're humans. It's a normal thing to want. But sometimes we get so caught up in the love videos and the cross-watcher videos that we forget about ourselves. And I want you to have messages for you. I want you to focus on you. And that's why I really encourage you to check out the weekly forecasts. Every single week, I do a forecast for each sign about your spirituality, your own gifts, your own developments, your spiritual messages, your abundance, your career, your finances, your interpersonal relationships, all of the other important aspects of your life. So please take advantage of the weekly forecasts. Watch those as well. If you hit subscribe and hit notification, you'll get a notice every time new videos come up, and I do post a lot, so take advantage of that. I thank you guys for playing the pick a card game with me on social media. That's been fun. A lot of you are enjoying that. The daily card messages as well on Facebook and Instagram at amethystangellight. I thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for being here, my darlings. I'm wishing you a fabulous July.